So last week we were talking about what exactly is this world in which we live, think and speak and desire and enjoy. Yeah, perhaps that topic I have taken up. Yes. So we understood the meaning of the word as such. In Sanskrit and in Buddhism, the word is known as samsara. So samsara means the cycle of birth, rebirth, death, again birth, and also it is known as bhav chakra. What is inside me is expressed outside in the form of an action. Simple example is that, say, for example, I like eating pasta, I enjoyed it, so my mind says repeat it. But if I don't like pasta, I hate it, so my mind wants to escape from it. So in both the cases, we we perform an action. I'm giving a very simple example you can apply. You like a particular attitude of your honey. Now the John will smile. So you want her to repeat it. But if you don't want it to repeat, you escape. In both the cases, we perform our action. So that action is being repeated. It creates a habitual, impulsive cycle. That is what is the law of karma. Law of karma. Sophie likes something, so she wants to repeat it. She doesn't like it. Maybe she doesn't like a particular attitude of John, so she wants to escape. So that escape is also an action. And I desire to repeat. John, you have to repeat. Say again, I'm so beautiful. No, for example. So, so the more you repeat, I am happy inside. Action is outside, feeling is inside. So that mind keeps on repeating action, and we are caught up by the karma. That is what is known as the law of karma, the cycle of karma. I wonder if you have heard the talk again and again in order to understand your own life. So the Buddha and all our masters says we are caught in this sansara, and that results into pain and pleasure, victory and defeat, profit and loss, pain and pleasure, anxiety, duality, conflict in our day-to-day life. Then we also understood that what exactly is an action. Do you remember? Yes, I remember. Even if you don't remember, it's okay. So, action, karma means association of this body and the mind with the world outside. It may be a person, it may be an object, it may be a thing, it may be an event. I picked up the mouse. This is in my association of the body with the mouse. And then the mind triggers what I have to do with the mice. I cannot call anyone. You see that? I have to use the mouse. Do you understand that I cannot call from the mouse? I'm going to ask you another question. So my association with the honey, what it has to do with your anger and hesitation? The way this is not meant to call You say you're honey and still you are in anxiety, you are reacting. How come? Do you see the samsara, the cycle of karma? How dare you do that? And why I said so? Because you think you are very intelligent. I can ask another question, so I'm holding back. Otherwise, you'll be offended. No, beard guy, no. Who cares you? That is also a reaction. That is also understanding. Our master says, understand this, what is happening, what we are doing in our life, that karma has overpowered us, our behavior, our attitude, our impulsive, our habit. And that is causing the problem. When I say, how dare you, honey, you do like this, it means I expected something else. I had a desire and I got a different result. How many times we do it every day? Cycle of karma samsara, we are caught up. And I told you the action is association of the body and the mind with the world outside of people, place, event, situation, thing, eating, food, cloth. That is how the samsara is created. And now we are going to understand little more. Understand it because of this cycle of birth, life, growth, death, rebirth. It creates a saving account. All the impressions remain stored. No, that is not so. I'm a free guy, or a girl. Really? Can you say that? Then you are free. You don't need to attend. You hate someone and you meet that guy even after 5 years. Oh, that feeling in the mind from the saving account. Yeah, am I right? Say right. Yes, I'm right. Even if I'm not right, say yes. see that, that expression comes. Now you understand the saving account. And that out of the saving account, some impressions in the subtle body, that means the mind, creates another birth. It gives you a proper parents, a specific parents in a particular country with a particular environment. And then again, why? Because you do not want to understand, you want to continue the cycle. How it is possible? There is a great movement: recycle water, recycle plastic, recycle car. If at the level of the matter it is possible, why it is not possible at the level of human birth? So ask yourself, do I want to live in the same cycle of birth, death, rebirth, anxiety, stress, reaction, duality, conflict? Or do I want to transcend this wheel of samsara? So if you say yes, then the next question comes, why ignorant person keeps doing this action every day and caught in the cycle of karma? Those who are living at a very low level of awareness, they will say, no, Speak out fast. I'm very busy. Busy in what? Busy in karma. From where the karma comes? From the saving account. What is in the saving account? You are always in a hurry, worry, and curry. Curry means food. You eat instant junk food because you don't have time. After all, you have to eat one bite at a time. But still we say instant food. John, do you agree? Yes, 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 yes. So Buddha made this understanding a very big principle. Out of the Four Noble Truths, he said the first noble truth, the world that we have created in our mind, expressed in thought, speech, and action, is the cause of suffering in my life. I'm not teaching anything new. Knowledge lies in the Eastern wisdom. I'm just expressing in my own language. So I have no problem. You get it, very good. You don't get it, very good. Why you don't get it? Because you are a non-seeker. So simple. How can I force you to be a seeker? It is your sincerity, commitment, and devotion makes the difference in your life. What do I have to do with it? So now the next question comes, how I can break the cycle, the wheel of samsara. Another point is coming to my crazy head, that we are responsible for our sorrow, suffering, and also responsible for our peace and happiness. No one else. When we believe in it, when we live in it, I find unfavorable situation outside. I had in US and knows an extreme situation in my life. Then what? How to break the wheel of samsara? Two options. You leave the wheel of samsara as it is, let it continue. So every birth you are going to suffer. Welcome to suffering. Why to bring an end to the suffering? Learn the Eastern wisdom. $1 billion will not bring an end to the suffering. It cannot break the cycle. You marry Miss Universe, it will not break this cycle. Or you marry Mr. Universe. I have to think in that line, because when I think in this line, having a big house is not going to bring an end to the suffering. Maybe I will experience loneliness. Do you see that? So because we want to continue the wheel of samsara, that is why I am awfully busy, and that is why I am awful. Sophie will tell John, if the John says, I'm busy, don't disturb me. Oh, really? Very good. Thank you. Remain busy. Understand this. So now ask yourself, who can break the cycle of this samsara? Rich or poor? Young or old? Man or women? No. The one who understands. So opposite of understanding is misunderstanding, wrong notion. What is that wrong notion? I will earn this much, I will be happy. I will marry this guy, I will be happy. I will divorce this guy, I will be happy. Uh, Add thousands of statements, and that proves you are caught up in the wheel of samsara. Because you are seeking peace and happiness from the world outside where you are caught up. Prison is, after all, prison. Huh? What is known as handcuff? Huh? Those criminals are caught with a handcuff. So whether the handcuff is made up of gold, still you are a prisoner. You have $1 million handcuff with the gold. Understand, my friend, this is very important in life. Because the moment you have that understanding, you remove the ignorance, you experience sense of freedom. Oh, my neighbor has a bigger house. Very good. Thank you. Appreciate it. But don't get caught in. This is what our masters are teaching. So simple truth. Couple fights, I had a couple now, a private client. So they fight against each other and they are international coach. I'm only a national coach, you see how poor I am. No, I have an international coach. I travel to 50 countries. Come on the ground, my friend. We lessons. The last session, I told him, "Can you stop flying and come on the ground?" I'm not telling you the name. Man. It's very famous in our country. Very famous. Don't tell anyone. I said, Weston, don't tell anyone. Keep paying me. He started laughing. Keep paying you? Yes, I said yes. Until you get out of the wheel of samsara. So the solution that we do not pay attention to that, I have to sit down. Any thought comes, any speech I speak, any action comes, I have to go behind and see the cause of that action. If it has a cycle, I have to stop it. I have to change. Are we human beings? Yes. Do we think? Yes. Is it possible? Yes. Say yes. If you don't say yes, then you are not listening to me. You are only looking to my beard. That's all. So keep looking, that will not bring any change. Understand this is nothing is difficult to bring an end to the suffering. Eastern wisdom says. We have to understand the next question comes, okay, but how this cycle starts? From where? First time. Yeah, we are trying to understand each and every step. Because we want to remove the ignorance. Why? Because ignorance is the cause of suffering. And what is ignorance? It's a misunderstanding, it's a wrong notion. I think where the peace is, it is not there. My mind is habituated to find the peace and happiness outside where they are not. So how the cycle starts? Huh? That is also an important question. Simple answer is that because we do not think, we take it for granted. You are my honey, how dare you say like this? Come on, first think. Wait. First think. After all, your honey is also a human being. I have said a lot of nasty stuff before that I don't think, but I challenge others. I keep the wheel of samsara. Keep smiling, don't worry. No, not a honey means, everyone, two people. Association of the body and mind with anything outside. No, no, it's okay. But what is the root cause? Now pay attention. The way this cycle starts. Take an example that you go to the mall. By the way, Sophie has been putting on a beautiful sweater. So now see that. First time you go to the mall, you see many sweaters. The mind has a neutral feeling. No, I just came here for window shopping. You see that? It's a neutral feeling. Again, you pass through the same mall, same shop, or you come back to the home and the mind says, that sweater is very good. This might have happened to you, Sophie. Now, out of the blue, mind says, I like it or I dislike it. I don't know whether you like me or dislike me. So that's your problem, not my problem. So, so you see that? First is the neutral perception, and then the perception has a projection of likes and dislikes. Do you agree? Say yes. It's a fact. It's a truth. Now the mind is traveling in the world, neutral feeling. After that, there is a likes and dislikes. Now that liking triggers the mind to think about it again and again and again and again and again. So my mind is overwhelmed with the thought of likes and dislikes to a particular object. So then I become busy, busy in the mind. I don't notice it. What it takes if I like it. I have heard a lot of people. What it takes, I just hate my dad. This is so simple. No, it's not so simple. You have created a ripples of those thoughts to create a wheel of samsara. Now, if I like that sweater, then what happens by repeated thought, mind says, now buy it. So we have a desire. To buy is just anything, buy a car or a sweater, anything. The mind in the background brings lot of thoughts. Do I have money? Can I go there back again? Or is that sweater is already sold out? I cannot buy it. They come at the subconscious level. The journey of the mind to the wheel of samsara starts. First, neutral perception. After that, the moment I have, it doesn't mean that I say I love you all. No, I must say, I like you. But that liking is neutral. That is possible. I like this building. I like White House. It doesn't mean that I have to buy the White House. Do I afford it? Can anyone allow me? So can I keep the mind free? I should appreciate what is good and right, what is beautiful. But at the same time, I should check if the projection is there. I should kill the projection. If I don't kill, I have started the wheel of samsara. Now it is going to work. For example, you may buy that sweater today or maybe after 10 years. because that goes into the saving account. You find out, you check in your home that you pick up any object and how you bought it. Understand the entire process. Not outside that you have the money and you bought it. Inside, what was going on? You liked a, oh, I saw a particular, where the John is sitting on the chair. So you see that I bought a computer chair which is moving 360 degree, if I say so. I didn't like it. First, I liked it, one action. I disliked it, I left it. And sometimes I have to give lessons for 4 to 5 hours at a stretch. So I have a couch, luxury couch, so that I can sit in lotus pose while giving a lesson. I brought my computer table down. You see, now if you see the entire journey which is happening in the mind, unnecessary thoughts. But if I'm attached, I will get into the wheel of samsara, but I took a conscious approach. You understand? The cycle of samsara starts in everything. The moment you wake up in the morning until you sleep, your dreams are related to that wheel of samsara because of the ignorance, and that ignorance causes the endless suffering. I didn't marry you because when I married you, you were my soulmate and I loved you so much, but now you have changed your way. I can give you millions of examples. You were not like this when you met me first. Are you like this when you met the other guy first? That I don't care because I'm ignorant. With all humility, can I say I'm ignorant? Because when we get a knowledge from any coach or a teacher, I should be humble because it gives me the receptivity to understand. If we are not humble, then who cares, you weird guy? I have understood you. I will see your life. Come here, live with me, see my life. So the master says we should have a sense of humility that gives us the receptivity. Then I understand that I have been living in ignorance, which is causing me a lot of challenges. Let the knowledge take over my mind. This is what is all about Eastern wisdom. The Eastern wisdom is an instrument of knowledge. Remember, you need not to even do any practice if you understand it. You have the highest level of understanding. You simply start living by listening, absorbing these principles. So when I say the Eastern wisdom is an instrument of knowledge, what kind of an instrument of knowledge is telescope to see the stars? What kind of an instrument is that brings the knowledge? If I say the word electron microscope, electron microscope helps me to see the COVID virus, but it cannot help me to see the stars. Can you see the stars with electron microscope? Did you understand that? So the last point I'm making, For one type of knowledge, we need one instrument of knowledge. Further, one instrument of knowledge cannot give you two types of knowledge. Did you understand? Yes, no. Let me give an example. My eyes are an instrument of knowledge to see the shape, color, and the form. My eyes do not help me to hear you. Say yes. Yes. Thank you. It encourages me to say yes. You see, same thing. The five gateways of the instrument of knowledge, every instrument of knowledge gives you one type of knowledge. Eyes gives you the color and the form. Ears gives you the sound. Skin gives you the touch. It cannot be reversed. You cannot use it. What we are saying, only Eastern wisdom, which is an instrument of knowledge, that gives you the knowledge of the real self. And that results in permanent peace and happiness. There, the science cannot work. Science is an instrument of knowledge, so let us look at it. Does MRI can help you to find the stress? It can only find out the physiological changes, John. You have to agree with me. So that physiological changes may be because of many other reasons. You have a strong likes and you are obsessed with that liking. What the MRI and the EEG or ECG or mapping the brain waves will do? I'm not undermining the science. Science, every instrument of knowledge is wonderful, powerful. It gives you that instrument. So we need to find an instrument of knowledge that helps me to know my real self. And it is Eastern wisdom. There is no other wisdom that can help you. Very good. We got it. We are enlightened now. So let us start our practice. Close close your eyes. Mind is facing where you know it. Body is steady.